Hey, everybody. How are y'all doing? I am Britton Harvest, your favorite speaker. I'm coming to you all today because this video is going to be about commitment. We are going to talk about why is it so hard? Why is it so hard for people to not commit and be a person of their word? I've learned a long time ago that your word is everything that you have. Your word is your bond. And without your word, you have nothing. And when somebody tells you that they're going to do something, they really are counting on you. And they're counting on you and leaning on you because they are expecting you to do what it is that you say that you are going to do. So I'm very, very cautious about saying that I'm going to do something and not really wanting to do it. Because if I'm not wanting to do it, I'm just going to tell them, hey man, I just don't feel like doing it. Not that I can't do it, I just don't feel like it. Or 9 times out of 10, when somebody does call me and ask me for something or wants me to go and do something for them, usually I'm there. I'm there because I understand that my word is everything that I have. I understand that when I say that I'm going to do something, I have to execute. I have no other choice. Because if I don't execute, my word becomes diluted. Then all of a sudden, the people that actually are depending on me, all of a sudden my word is not as valuable to them as it should. So I don't want to dilute my word. I don't want to dilute who I am as a person. So commitment is a big, huge, all caps. Commitment is big to me. So, and it brings me back to this relationship I was in 6, 7 years ago. I was dating this one girl and she told me, hey, I want to be in an exclusive, non-committal relationship. I said, huh? I want to be in an exclusive, non-committal relationship. So I said, man, what the hell is that? I don't even know what that means. Like, that means that we're going to date each other exclusively, but we're not going to be committed. And I looked at her, I said, you ought to be out of your mind. Are you, like, that don't even make any sense. And so she was okay with the title being given to us as exclusive non-committal. I said, man, I'm not agreeing with that. I said, because if you can't commit to me, there's really no reason for us to just continue this. Like, we can date, but as far as exclusive non-committal, that doesn't make sense, so I'm not doing it. And she couldn't understand why I had an issue with her calling this particular situation exclusive non-committal. And what it was this. She was afraid to commit. She was afraid to commit because people, once they give their word, they know that it has to be done. They know that they don't have an escape route. They know that they do not have a plan B. And a lot of times people are afraid of that because that's going to require a side of you that you actually have to dig down in order to become that person. You have to actually say, you know what, I really am not in the mood to do it, but because I've gave my commitment to it, I got to do it anyway. It's no different than being invited out to a party or a gathering. A lot of people say, well, you know what, I'll see if I can make it, or I may be able to come. I'll call you and let you know if I can. That's a cop-out. That's a cop-out. Because if you want to do something, commit to it. Because when you commit to it, you're making it a priority. And once you make something a priority, you have no excuse. You are going to make it happen. But when you don't make it a priority and you say, you know what, I'm going to be like fair weather, depending on how I feel at that particular time, that's going to determine whether or not I go. Nah, doesn't work like that. Because you're afraid to commit. You're afraid to give a person your word. You're afraid to say, you know what, I feel like this at this particular time, and 8 hours from now, no matter how I'm feeling, I'm still going to be there for you. That's what commitment means. Commitment means, you know what, I'm going to do exactly what I say that I'm going to do, even when the feeling that I feel has left. That's what commitment means. Commitment means, you know what, no matter what, because I'm a no matter what type of person. No matter what, if I say that I'm going to do something, it's done. It's done. Through hell or high water, regardless of what it is that I got to go through, I'm going to make it happen because I understand that my word is everything that I have. My word is all that I have. When you strip me down to the core of who I am, my word is it. That's all. Your word is your bond. So if you say you're going to do something, don't be fair weather about it. If you're going to do it, do it. If you can't commit, then who are you as a person? What are you afraid of? What are you holding back for? because it's going to require a side of you that you're not willing to give up. We have to learn to become more commitment driven. When you set commitment, you're setting a priority. And when something is a priority, guess what? It gets there. It gets there. You have a no matter what type of mentality. So what you have to learn is you have to learn to commit, whether you're committing to your career, whether you're committing to becoming a better father, a better mother, a better parent, a better cousin. You have to commit to that, because once you commit to something, you're making it a priority. So guess what? It goes above everything else that you have in your life. What's going on in your life right now comes secondary to your commitment. And when you're not making it a commitment, guess what you're doing? You're making it secondary. And when something becomes secondary, you either do it or you don't. You really can care less. And that's why a lot of times people's goals are not being accomplished, because they're afraid of commitment. You have to commit. You have to go all in. You can't stand to the edge of the pool and stick your toe in and say, well, I don't know if I want to get in, man. It's kind of cold. You got to commit. You got to dive. Sometimes you got to dive head first. At least you're going in. At least you're committing. Because without a commitment, nothing gets done. To take action is commitment. You have to take action. You have to say to yourself, you know what? I'm tired of sitting on the sideline. I'm tired of sitting on the edge of the pool. I want to get in. It's game time. I deserve to play. I'm finna commit. And when you commit, guess what happens? They start lining up for you. They start lining up for you because you've taken that action. Once you take action, all of a sudden, things that you didn't even see initially starts to form. All you have to do is see the first step. Once you see the first step, the other steps will come into vision. But you have to take action. We sit back and say, oh, well, if I can't see the whole staircase, I'm not going to take that step. I'm not going to climb those stairs. I want to see the whole staircase first. Show me the whole staircase. Once you show me the whole staircase, then I'll decide whether or not I'm going to climb it. Doesn't work like that. That's why you're not accomplishing your goals. You're not accomplishing your goals because you're sitting up here waiting for the whole staircase to form. If you see the first step, take it. That's all you have to do. Take it. Because all of the rest of the steps are going to come into play. All of the rest of the steps are going to come, and all of a sudden, the direction that you think you're supposed to go, you may have to end up deviating from that route. But at least you've taken that action. And once you start taking that action, a lot of things start to get accomplished in your life. Now all of a sudden, things that you really, really wanted to do, or things that you've always dreamt of doing, they start coming. And not only do they start coming, they start forming to the point where you say, well, damn, I didn't think it was going to pan out like that. Or, hey, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Because you've committed. You have to commit no matter what. You have to commit. You have to take action. You can't sit back on the sideline and watch everybody else playing the game and you got your pom-poms in your hands like, hey. You got to get out there. You got to get dirty. It's going to take that. It's going to take getting muddy. It's going to take getting knocked down. Get knocked down, get back up. That's why I love sports so much. I love sports so much because you know what? No matter how many times you get knocked down, no matter how many times you get muddy, no matter how dirty your jersey gets, you get up, you go right back in. You get up, dust yourself off, you go right back at it. That's life. That's part of it. Things are going to happen. Things are going to happen. When I was homeless on Miami Beach, sleeping in my car, I'll never forget it, I committed to doing that. That was my choice. That was my choice to wake up every morning with the sun and taking a shower on the beach with the bum, the same shower you're supposed to use to rinse the sand off of you. That's what I was using to bathe and shower. I had a bar of soap that was in a Ziploc sandwich bag that I kept with me, and I bathed every morning with the sun, with the bums, because I was determined. I had a vision, and I was not going to let anybody deter me from my vision. That's what I wanted to do. I didn't have any kids. I said, hey, if I make it, I make it. I don't. But at least I'm taking action. At least I'm saying to myself, no matter what. And you have to be that way. You have to be no matter what. Quit coming up with excuses. You either have results or you have reasons. Which one are you? Which one are you doing? Which one are you using? Quit playing the victim. You're not a victim. I played the victim for a long time. I felt like the world owed me everything. I felt like everything that was happening to me, because nobody liked me, or because the world was just out to get me. I was playing the victim. I had a victim mentality. And it was that mentality which is what brought everything else. As far as I manifested those thoughts, and those thoughts that I manifested are the same things that kept happening to me over and over and over again, because I played the victim role. It wasn't until I learned to start committing, learn to say, you know what, I am a no matter what type of person. And no matter what, I'm going to see this through. No matter how hard it may get. No matter how tough it may seem. If I say that I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And that's how you have to be. Because once you see something through, now all of a sudden anything else that comes in your path, you know, man, this is a piece of cake. I can get through this. This is nothing. It's life. It's only temporary. Nothing is permanent. It's life. You have to commit. And once you commit, things start happening for you. All of a sudden, people start getting out of your way, because you know what? They say, hey, man, that's a determined individual right there. That person knows what he's doing. He's about his business. He's about his business because he's committed. Stop being afraid of commitment. Push yourself. You never know what may happen until you decide to take action. Again, I am Britton Harvest, your favorite speaker. This is Breadcrumbs, and for all of you that don't know, breadcrumbs simply means this. What it is that I say, I'm going to leave a trail. I'm going to leave a route for you to go, because success leaves clues. Just as Les Brown says, success leaves clues. And outside of that, it's all about random acts of kindness. #RAK. Be the example that you are seeking in others. RAK. Random acts of kindness. #breadcrumbs. I'm out.